Happy Thursday afternoon. Coming to you live from 2680 McLain Flats Road on McLain Flats, just minutes above Aspen. It's the magic hour up here. It's spectacular evening. The sun's just getting ready to set behind Owl Creek behind me and the 900-acre Drosty open space and Skyline mountain bike trails. As I said, I'm coming to you live from 2680 McLain Flats Road. This is a fantastic 10.3 acre end of the road privacy ranch with a great 4580 square foot farmhouse with, as you just saw, spectacular 360 degree views looking out directly at the Elk Mountains over Skyline Park, convenient to town, really checks all the boxes, especially with what's going on in the world right now. I hope you're having a great fall. It has been an absolutely historic summer and fall selling season for us in Aspen Snowmass and throughout the entire Roaring Fork Valley. We've never seen a quarter like the third quarter. A few metrics for you. We saw 3 times the number of 10 million plus sales in the single family and condo market in Aspen compared to last year, 75 versus 24. We saw 20 million plus sales versus 4 last year. Aspen single family sales are up about 140% in terms of dollar volume. Our inventory is down about 25% in Aspen, about 50% in Snowmass. So it's been a historically active summer selling season and a lot of fun. Really been all hands on deck since the end of June and continues right into the fall season. Still lots of folks, I think, wanting to secure properties for the winter season and what's ahead. And certainly Aspen Snowmass and the entire Roaring Fork Valley has been the beneficiary of the great COVID migration. And I can see why. I've lived here most all of my life, and I'm a Aspenite and now Snowmass Village local through and through. I think it affords one of the best quality of lives in the world, and feel very grateful to live here. Let's take a tour at 2680 McLain Flats Road. Thanks a lot for tuning in and joining me. I love this property. I'm excited to share it with you. As we walk into the front entry, you'll see just behind me, there's a 10-foot cascading waterfall that fills this pond in the front of the house and then flows right in front of the house, in front of the wraparound porch where the kitchen and dining areas are, flows around the west side of the house and then goes down underneath the driveway to the other side of the barn. There's a 100,000 gallon pond there that's fed from 50 shares of Salvation Ditch, and then the whole property is irrigated. As I said, it's 10.3 acres, really a workable acres, possibility of agricultural tax status advantage. And they do hay, they have working horses here sometimes. You don't have to. If you want a smaller, more manageable ranch, you don't have to, but if that's something you want to do, there's really a lot of possibilities. So let's enter the house. One of my favorite things as you walk in, you'll see they've got these gorgeous wood floors that are turn of the century from a late 1880s Wisconsin Pabst brewery that were brought here to Aspen and inlaid with this porcelain tile and the border of this reclaimed wood. You'll see a beautiful herringbone pattern in the dining room. On the west side of the house is one of 2 seating or living room areas. You've got, again, one of 2 wood-burning fireplaces here, one here, and then one in the main living area, which is a Rumsford fireplace designed by the famous Ben Franklin. It's a 4-bedroom house, 4580 square feet. You do have an office in addition to the 4 bedrooms with its own west-facing side entry that has a little fenced dog enclosure as well. They've got a couple dogs here, and this is the ideal property with 10.3 acres for dogs, horses, all kinds of animals. Powder room off the main level. Then we enter the formal dining room. As I said, Rumsford fireplace that produces more heat and heats the whole area. And again, we're so focused on the south-facing views of the Elk Mountains Snowmass ski area all the way to Aspen. There are actually behind me some great north-facing views of the upper pasture, and then looking up towards Starwood, Star Mesa, Lanedo, and Albany Kittle in the distance. Here's that dining room with the, again, beautiful herringbone reclaimed wood floors. I just love this. What a story that tells, too, of that Pabst brewery and brought here to Aspen. Another thing that just makes this so charming and such a unique property. Walking out to the west side, right out from the dining room, which is really conducive for indoor, outdoor living. You've got a flat, usable, sodded side yard here, great for croquet or throwing the frisbee or the football with kids. An 8-person jacuzzi soaking tub there. And again, we're undercover here. You've got a full wraparound porch with 4 outdoor seating areas. So you can use that 4 seasons of the year. The hot tub that you see behind me is 8-person hot tub, great for year-round soaks or wild Aspen après ski parties. We love those. Not right now, but we're craving that again when we can all safely, socially gather. Informal sort of breakfast nook or informal family dining area here in addition to the main dining area. This is all open. The dining room, the living room, and the kitchen are all open with the wood-burning Rumsford fireplace in the middle. Big kitchen island here, Sub-Zero stainless fridge, stainless appliances, lots of solid slab granite counter space, all radiant heat throughout the entire house. Let's go upstairs and see the bedrooms. On the main level, we saw an office, powder room, the 2 seating areas, kitchen, dining. Let's go upstairs. There's 4 bedrooms upstairs, including a very spacious master that takes full advantage of the south-facing Elk Mountain panoramas. On the west end, you've got 1 of 3 guest bedrooms. A bathroom here serves this bedroom. And there's a nice spacious guest bedroom, again taking advantage of north and west facing views overlooking the barn. You've got the circular drive that goes around the house, leads to a 2+ car garage, really could be 3. You've got 2 bays that are tandem, and a big workshop area below, plus storage mudroom area on the lower level. So we've seen 1 guest bedroom on the upper level. Behind me is a circular staircase that leads to a kid's loft, playroom, or little sleeping area. Of course, we're not counting it in the bedroom count, but really cute space that I know my kids would love. As we walk down the hallway, there's laundry on my right. As I said, all of the walls, the interior walls, the trim, the doors, have all been painted in the past weeks, and this is ready to move in. It is sold partially furnished, so everybody can put their touch on it, but you can at least move in, start enjoying it, and then make whatever changes you want. Really, the possibilities here are endless. 2 more guest bedrooms on the east side of the house, including this bedroom that's south-facing with its own little private balcony. Big vaulted ceilings here and a really cute kids' loft up above, which is kind of neat. Again, I know my kids would cherish that. And great light in here. I've got some of the lights on, but you can see that south-facing light, even at after 4 o'clock and some of the shorter days of the year, is still filling these spaces. Talk about sunlight filling spaces. This south-facing master bedroom is what it's all about. And we are just nailing the timing with the sunset. It is so gorgeous in this space. Right now, I'm going to walk out to the side balcony as we wrap up our tour, and you'll get the last rays of that sunset as it sets right behind Snowmass ski area. I'm looking right up at the runs at Sam's Knob, at Big Burn, at Hanging Valley, and High Alpine. You've got Seavers Peak right here. In the distance, you see Aspen Highlands, all the way over to Aspen Mountains. So south-facing views don't get much better than McLain Flats. Vaulted ceilings, beautiful window here to the west, so you're going to get the early morning east-facing light, and then in the afternoon from the balcony in the master bath, you get great west-facing sunsets. Master bedroom, again, vaulted ceilings, great west-facing light, and a large soaking tub. And at both ends, you've got his and hers vanities. Let's walk out to the balcony for one final view of the outside. And I want to point out a couple more things. The barn and the access, direct access down to Rio Grande Trail. So one more look there at the views. Again, you've got just great south-facing light and views. Sun is just setting over Capitol and Daly Peaks. There's that expansive, flat, usable yard area just off of the dining room that walks right out. And you see the barn just in the distance. We're so focused in this world of price per square foot, it doesn't include things like this beautiful barn. And there are not horses in there right now. It's actually redone. I call it the party barn. There's a pull-down screen. There's a ping pong table in there, some bean bags and some chairs and a seating area. Upstairs is an art studio and a yoga studio and a powder room in the corner. So really year-round family rec entertainment space. Could, of course, be converted back to a full barn for equestrian uses and whatnot. But really a great amenity that if we're crunching the price per square foot number, things like 10.3 acres and that barn or the loafing shed and the storage or the direct access to Rio Grande Trail, those don't get calculated in any of those numbers. And I think those are just so important. Also wanted to point out that you do have direct access to the Rio Grande Trail. You can ride your mountain bike down there. You can ride your horse down there. You can snowshoe or cross-country ski down to the Rio Grande Trail, which borders or is elevated just above the Roaring Fork River. Fantastic fly fishing. And then you can mountain bike or ride, again, your horse or whatever, walk down to the Woody Creek Tavern, one of our favorite spots in Aspen. Or you can go access the ABC or, of course, walk in via Slaughterhouse Bridge and Rio Grande Trail all the way into Aspen. I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you want more information about this house, you can visit McLainflats.com. We've got tons of photos, photos really from all four seasons with winter snowfall, elk and deer and owls and all sorts of wildlife here that the seller has really enjoyed since 2014 and captured some great photos. But really special property if you're looking for a great place to shelter in paradise. 10.3 acres in the Aspen School District. The school bus, in fact, just comes right at the end of the road, right on McLain Flats Road, and you're about a 5 to 10 minute bike ride or e-bike right into town. So couldn't be easier, and great property. There is, as I said, really a workable 10.3 acres. You could certainly cut the hay and have horses or animals that show the intent to produce income to potentially capture that ag status. So hope you've enjoyed the tour. One more announcement I do just want to share with you. In this world when we're pivoting and trying to pull off events and activities safely, we have our 15th annual Aspen Summit for Life, which is the annual fundraiser for Chris Klug Foundation. That kicks off on Thanksgiving Day. And unlike just one night, as we've done in the last 14 years, you get a week and a half to do the course. You can do it actually the Aspen course or the actual buttermilk course, or you can do it virtually. So please check out summitforlife.org. I love what I do in real estate. I love that I get the opportunity to represent this community and welcome families to this community and help them achieve their real estate goals and their dreams. But something that's super passionate about me. I celebrated 20 years since my life-saving liver transplant. I'm very grateful to be here. And Summit for Life and Chris Klug Foundation is my life's mission and helps us ensure that those that are going through the same thing I did 20 years ago get a second chance. Happy fall season. If I don't talk to you, have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. Stay safe and stay healthy. Reach out to us if you have any questions or if we can help in any way. Thank you very much.